The king in the north! The king in the north!
Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So I said I was going to make another video because I missed Go Blue 1234's question, and his question was the depth of the D line. The D line has great depth again this year. Whether you got, and I know some people, well, most Michigan fans know that we run our base is the 3-4, so you got edge rushers, but to me they count as DNs, D linemen to me for the most part. So Jalen Harrell, McGregor, Derek Moore, Rashawn Benny, Kenneth Grant, Chris Jenkins, Mason Graham, and Isaiah Stewart, the transfer, Cam Goody. So Michigan is 10 deep on the D line. The same way I said last year, the D line would be fine. We would have to just get a pass rush, and we would have more sacks than we did with Aiden and Ojabo, and we did. Whether that as a total, whether that was from blitzing or just getting sacks. Now the question is, when we get against that good or great competition, if we make the playoff, or even Ohio State this year, can we get a consistent pass rush? We didn't get a consistent pass rush against OSU last year, but it didn't matter because CJ Stroud was scared to run or just wouldn't run, whatever you want to call it. So that's the thing about that. So we just got to get a consistent pass rush with the edge, but the D tackles, all that's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's just about getting that consistent pass rush when the competition and the talent level goes up against the opponents. So that's it right there. The D line as a whole should be fine. Let's just hope Stewart or Moore or McGregor or Harrell take that next step on the edge / DN. All right. Let's see. Jay Marion, appreciate the comment. He says, should they give Orgy true backup snaps and blowouts at QB this season, or quit wasting time in his years of eligibility and just have him switch positions? I like Davis Warren, but I think there's something there with Orgy. This is a real question. This is a good question. Honestly, if it was me, I'd play him. He'd play snaps. If we're by the goal line, things like that, short yardage, I'm using him. I'm using him in the read or QB sneaks, wildcat, whatever you want to say. I'm using him. He's too big, too athletic, too strong to be sitting on the sideline. That's just how I feel about it. And if you don't want to use him like that, switch his position. Switch his position. The dude, he's just too big. He's just a freak of nature. I hate to see dudes like that standing on the sideline because he's ready. He's ready to to help the team somewhere. That freak of nature, if nothing else, I'm using him in short yardage and goal line. I'm having a package for him. But you got to know what you got. I think one of Harbaugh's biggest weaknesses, sometimes he don't know what he's got. And whether that's on Harbaugh or the other offensive coaches, sometimes it's like they don't know what they got. They don't know how to use these dudes, some of these dudes. Just like last year, they just decided not to use A.J. Henning on at least jet sweeps. That ain't asking that much. Use him on jet sweeps when he was it's working the year before. Wow, let's just not use him on those this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it makes me wonder sometimes, do they know how to use all these different weapons? Like, do you know how to see what a guy can bring to the table on offense and say, okay, let's just say Cole Cabana, the fast freshman. Okay. He can't run in between the tackles right now. He's not getting it. Oh, but maybe I can get him a screen in space. Maybe I can just use him in the flat. You know what I'm saying? Little swing passes. Just get the ball in his hands. That's all you got to do. Just because he's a running back don't mean you just got to use him this way. It seems like somebody that's obvious they know how to use, like Donovan Edwards. It's just obvious he can do both great. You know what I'm saying? But some of these dudes, you just have to find a way to get them the ball in space. Or a dude like Orgy, just get him the ball and get out the way. I think he might be a get him the ball and get out the way. Just give it to you. Just have him QB sneaks sometimes. And have some plays off of that so the defense, you can catch them off guard. Trickeration, eye candy. That's just how I feel. If you're not going to use him like that, switch his position. Let's see. Aaron Broman says, position group that gives you the most concern for next season. The position group with the most concern, I would say receivers. And that's not to say we don't have any. That's to say we don't have reliable depth that we know what they can do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's because after you got Cornelius, you got Roman Wilson. I can't even really say A.J. Henning because they don't barely use him at all. So you got two receivers with proven production. After that, Clemens ain't did nothing. A.J. Henning ain't caught that many passes. O'Leary and Moore, all them dudes are unproven. So you got two starters that are proven commodities. The rest of these dudes, it's just hope and faith and a lot of hype. Speaking on Clemens, it's just hype. A.J. Henning, they hyped him up last year. We're going to use him like Deebo Samuel. Huh. Well, all he's done all year is pretty much return punts. Deebo Samuel does way more than that. Why you hype us up talking about some Deebo Samuel and then you only use this dude on punt returns? You could have said nothing. You could have just said he's fast. A.J. Henning, oh yeah, he's fast. That would have been better than you hyping him up. We're gonna use him like Deebo Samuels. Then the season starts. We changed our mind. We're just gonna use him on punt return. What? Come on, like he did more than that 2 years ago, and did it well, at least on jet sweeps. But yeah, back to the point. Receivers. We got two, and the rest are unproven. So that's the biggest concern. If Cornelius or somebody else goes down, then who you got to step up? And that's why I went on that rant in the last Q&A video, because they need to take that time in the first few games to get all those, to find out who you got at receiver besides Roman and Cornelius. We know we got tight ends, but you don't always want to use tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Because tight ends aren't going to eat up yardage like that. You want to have receivers that can get downfield, make guys miss. That's something that we're missing, is making guys miss after the catch. We get a lot of catches and the dude just goes straight ahead and he gets tackled. Nobody's got any wiggle to him, really. Ronnie Bell, he had a little wiggle and a lot of effort, but the rest of these dudes, they not really making dudes miss after the catch too much. That's something we're missing also. But receivers, that's my receiving core, that's my biggest worry. Let's see. 5 predictions for the season. Let's hear them. 5 predictions for the season. Let's see. 1, Blake and Donovan were close to getting 1,000 apiece. I think they're going to get 1,000 apiece this year. Let's fingers crossed that they're healthy. If they're both healthy, shouldn't be a problem. We know what Harbaugh's going to do. I mean, let's be real. Now, I'm hoping he lets JJ do his thing, but let's be real. It's Harbaugh, so we're going to run that rock. I mean, I'm just hoping that he tries to get JJ to be the man. But so, we got Corum, Edwards over 1,000. JJ, 30 passing TDs. Once again, undefeated in the Big Ten schedule. Undefeated in the Big Ten for the second year in a row. We actually win a playoff game. And for the fifth one, let's go out on a limb. The offense is more balanced and with the passing game. Harbaugh makes a effort to get the pass game going early and often. He makes a real effort to have JJ ready. So that's throwing it more than 20 times. You know, getting those throws out there, getting those reps in game. So that's my 5. That's my 5. Let's see. Jack Package, appreciate the comment. He says, have you heard anything about Harbaugh fixing the pass game? I've tried looking into it, but can't find anything. You ain't gonna find anything because honestly, he probably ain't fixing it. I'm gonna just be real. A lot of this other stuff I say, it's hopeful. Just like the last couple years, I've been saying I hope we do this and I hope, and a lot of it was right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just hoping that he's putting a bigger emphasis on the pass game because you're gonna need it in the playoff if you make it. You might need it before then. So put emphasis on it to get those young receivers that we might need if someone gets hurt, and just to have a complete passing game with a bunch of different options. You put the focus on it. Put the focus on it. But as far as hearing anything about it and him doing it, I can't say that he has. You know what I'm saying? Nothing out of the ordinary besides hiring different coaches. But some of these coaches, you just had to replace other people. So that's not him putting a bigger emphasis on it. So it's just a hope. But as far as hearing anything, I haven't really heard anything. But I do know that, I will say this, I do know that they say JJ's throwing it more in practice, partly because he's healthy this offseason, partly because Donovan and Blake are hurt. And part of it could be because Harbaugh knows I'm close to winning a championship. Like, you have to realize I'm close. What is holding us back? Get that pass game where it needs to be, bro. Early. Start now and continue it. Get it where it needs to be. Be balanced. Be able to be proficient in running and passing. I'm confident in this. I'm confident in that. We're a complete offense. Make this offense complete this year. We don't want to have those struggles we had before the Ohio State 2-3 games in a row before the Ohio State game, worried about the deep ball, worried about being consistent in the throw game. We don't want that this year. We want to be clicking on both sides. I mean, on running the ball and passing it, so we're ready for the playoff. That's what it's all about this year. Let's see. DJ Dre Willis says they better win again next year, because if Ohio State beat us at home, best believe they're gonna clown worse than we did. I'm gonna say that. Save that one. Malachi says thoughts on Ohio State Penn State spring game. Kyle McCord looked trash, by the way, and thoughts on Jaden Davis film. As far as I didn't watch much of Penn State's spring game. I didn't watch much of theirs, so I can't really tell you about that one too much. Ohio State's, like I said before, they look soft. It looked like a walkthrough. It looked like a glorified walkthrough. You know what I'm saying? They were doing some hidden, but not much. A lot of them, it just looked soft in general to me. Cal McCord didn't look that good, and Devin Brown didn't play. So, they're going in the QB battle. You know what I'm saying? Devin Brown had surgery on his throwing hand not too long ago, just recently. So, but they say it's not going to hold him back. But Kyle McCord didn't look special. He didn't look, but I mean, it's a spring game, so you never know. But yeah, they look soft, and he didn't look that good, honestly. And Jaden Davis's film, he can throw that thing. He can throw it. He's got the touch. He's got the touch on his passes. Like, his ball placement is very nice. And that's a great thing. That's something that we've missed over those years, and JJ has that. He still needs to get better at it as far as when to gun it in there and when to drop it in there. He still needs to work on that, but Jaden Davis, his ball placement is nice, honestly. Let's see. And DJ Dre Willis said they better win again next year, because if Ohio State beat us at home, best believe they're going to clown worse than we did last year. I mean, they're going to try to, but we clowning them. We clowning them. And it's a sad case. It's a sad case. Them Ohio State fans so sad right now. You know what I'm saying? I be on Facebook in a bunch of groups posting my videos or whatever, so they try to talk, but they can't talk trash. They can't talk trash right now, and it's so beautiful. They try to pull up anything. You lost to TCU. Who cares? We beat you. Oh, you lost your bowl game. You guys have lost the bowl game. Who cares? We beat you. They try to find anything. Oh, you guys skipped out on the game in 2020. Who cares? We beat you last year. They talking about all this stuff. They posting memes about Harbaugh and memes about this. Boy, who cares? We beat y'all. Y'all looking for something to hold on to. Ain't nothing to hold on to but that loss, 45-23. Hold on to that. That's what you best hold on to. We talking trash. And it's so good to talk trash to them, because they done got so pathetic that they talking about Michigan didn't barely have anybody at their spring game. Boy, who cares? We beat y'all head in. Talking about the spring game. Talking about the spring game. 45-23. Spring that on you. Talking about the spring game. Boy, you don't get out of here after we beat y'all head in. You got the nerve to say something about a spring game? Boy, y'all better spring into action, or you gonna get blasted again this year. These folks don't know what to say. They so used to being able to talk trash, and now that they can't, they just don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, and it's it's so funny, because it feels so good. Talking trash is just easy. You know what I'm saying? Once you win, we ain't been able to talk to trash to these dudes for so long. But it was like once you get that win and that monkey off your back, and 2 years in a row, it's just so easy to talk trash to them. It is so easy. They can say what you want. They can say anything. Boy, it don't matter. We beat y'all head in. Just get over it. Just sit down and just shut up. You're getting... You done got ran over 2 years in a row. You're looking super soft. And you might win this year, but until you do, boy, y'all might as well just shut up. Like, yeah, what are you trying to talk? Well, it took you guys long enough. Yeah. You got your head knocked in. Nobody want to hear that. It took you long enough. Who cares? We making y'all look bad. It ain't like they close games. So y'all was beating our head in. guess what? Now we beating y'all head in, doing backflips and spinners on the sideline. Throwing up the OH. Break it, Mike Morris. We breaking that OH over your head. Get over here. OHIO. Breaking y'all head in. And I'm loving it because y'all don't know what to do in the stands crying and stuff. I be posting them pictures every time I get a chance, laughing at them. But that's the rivalry. And guess who on top right now? Like, they don't know what to do. And it's just beautiful. So that's what I got on this, y'all. That's what I got on this one, you know what I'm saying? It's just fun to talk trash to them and to just see them struggle to find some way to get the edge on us. I went back and forth with somebody it was like 15 comments back and forth, and he was just trying to find something to get under my skin, but he can't. Ain't nothing you can say. All that past, y'all living in the past. Y'all living in 2019. They living in 2019 right now. We beat y'all in 2019 and then you ducked us in 2020. So you are all the way back in 2019. It's 2023, dog. Man, if you don't get out of here, you got to go back to 2019, bro. Just think about how long that seems like. Pre-pandemic, you can say whatever you want about the pandemic. Oh, who cares? The game wasn't played at this point. It just wasn't played. Y'all ducked. Yeah, we ducked, and then we ducked y'all head on in. Yeah, we ducked and then hit you with that right hook. Knockout. That's what happened. Yeah, we ducked and then hit you with an uppercut. He's down for the count. Oh, he got back up. 45-23, knocked him back down. So that's just what it is with them. Enjoy it, y'all. Because you never know. You never know what can happen. So every time I get a chance, I'm posting those pictures. I'm just gonna post them all. Y'all can save them to y'all phone or whatever. I'm gonna put them all. I'm gonna make another one, post. And I'm just going to dump all them pictures if y'all ain't got them. So you get your OSU ammo ready when they want to talk. Because they can't say nothing. You're getting your head knocked in. What are you, 2019, 2018? Oh, okay. Good job, buddy. That's a long time ago. So that's what it is, y'all. That's all I got for this one, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.
Great! Too big!